Hello and welcome to the third instalment of the Other Voices video blog with me, Michelle Ryan. Coming up in this video, I'll be taking a trip to famous bar and hardware store, Foxy John's, that's on Main Street in Dingle. I'll also be chatting to somebody who grew up on Other Voices, as well as sticking the head into a couple gigs of the music trail at Other Voices, and also launching my quest to find Fungie. It's all coming up in this, guys. Hope you enjoy. So I decided to pop down to Foxy John's today because I've been passing it so many times and heard so much about it. It's a famous pub and hardware store on Main Street in Dingle, and it also happens to be the venue for Other Voices banter. I was beaten by another film crew though, and while trying to be a fly on the wall video blog, I was spotted. And that is Morris and his crew doing a little bit of filming. My filming rivals, you might say, except you wouldn't. But it was the back room in Foxy John's that was of interest to me, which is the venue for Other Voices banter in the evenings.
My name is Molly King, daughter of Philip, who is kind of, Other Voices was his brainchild, I suppose.
So I decided to have a chat with Molly King, there we are there having our chat, who quite literally grew up on Other Voices from the age of 9, so I figured she'd have some interesting things to tell us. No pressure, Molly. There we are there having a laugh.
I've had some amazing experiences here. I think the musical ones are always my favourite ones because they stick out the most. So I suppose seeing Amy Winehouse play was stunning. I remember, from musical memories, I think when I saw the National play I cried because I have so many feelings. For other memories, I just think growing up and having the crack in Benners and seeing Megaphone and Imelda May playing barons and seeing Speech to Bell trying to learn how to play a concertina at 4 o'clock in the morning. Have you seen the crew photos that are lining the walls of Benners?
Yeah.
So I'm in every single one except for the first one, so I literally go from 10 to 20 and it's mortifying. Because they have the awkward phase there, you know, the awkward phase. I have a Gap hoodie on.
For everyone.
I have a Gap hoodie on.
Hoodie as well.
Everyone had, but you know when you're 11
I bought one a few months ago.
So banter are discussions and debates and chats kind of run by Jim Carroll, the journalist, and banter is his brainchild. He runs them all the time in Dublin, but he's brought it to the banter salon in Foxy John's. Because it's a brilliant pub, it's also a DIY shop, which is amazing.
Have you bought anything here, by the way?
I actually, when I was a production runner for Other Voices, because I kind of worked my way up the ranks, so I was a production runner for years, and I used to have to come up here all the time to get things like gaffer tape.
So if you're in Dingle, you need gaffer tape.
If you need gaffer tape, Foxy John's is your place. Or Kearns over the road, which also sells Spam and flannel shirts.
Fantastic.
Yes.
All the essentials.
Yeah.
Foxy John's really is one of the many very unique bars of Dingle, and it isn't just a bar though, it is also a hardware store selling many things that could possibly take hours to film, so what better way to do it than with a montage sequence. That's Foxy John's. And over the course of the Other Voices weekend, there has also been what's called the music trail, which is where loads of people pack into a small bar and listen to some absolutely smashing music. So I took the back door into McCarthy's to take a look, just to look even more suspicious than I already do. And this is where some of the music trail is happening. Loads of gigs happening here every night. This is UK band Drenge playing away. Codaline also made an appearance as part of the music trail on Friday night in McCarthy's. But unfortunately I stood far too close to the speakers, so nearly exploded my microphone, so you can't actually hear the audio, sorry. But can't you look at them? Absolutely packed out pub though, loads of people turning up to these gigs and having a brilliant time.
With good intention.
And this is one of the many gigs that took place in Adam's Bar on Main Street, and this is a band called Light a Fire.
Then I'm gone, oh heaven, I'll wake with good intentions, but the day it always lasts too long.
David Kitt also made an appearance in Kearns Bar, playing to an absolutely packed out place. I think as the days go by and the less sleep I'm getting, the more bizarre my videos are getting. This piece is called The Quest to Find Fungie, a name most associated with Dingle. A lot of people always talking about Fungie, but I think very few of those people have ever actually seen him. So I plan to solve this mystery. What is Fungie? What's the big deal?
So Eileen, can you try and describe to me what is Fungie? What does it look like?
It's grey. It's smooth to the touch, and it's I suppose it can reflect light at times.
Okay, and can you actually touch it?
Oh, definitely.
You can?
Or can. If you can get near.
If you can get near. Okay, so it's tricky to actually get near to.
And then again, it can be fun as well.
It's rumored that it has been sighted about 44 years ago, but that doesn't seem to be possible. It definitely is 30 years old, and its birthday is next year.
Is it? Anything happening for that?
There's a rumour that there may be a gathering as part of Foxy John's gathering.
Oh, brilliant. Do you think it is changed from kind of fungi to
It's
fungi?
got distinctive markings which identifies it from other morphed species, let's say.
Okay. And Tom, what does it do for Dingle? Like, do many people come to visit it?
Oh yeah, lot of families, lot of visitors. It's very good for the area. You know, it just adds another dimension to what Dingle is.
So I bumped into Other Voices artist Soak, also known as Bridie, and it's her first time in Dingle, and she seems to be hearing an awful lot about this fungi creature as well.
So, what in particular have you been looking forward to checking out in Dingle while you're here?
I heard there's a thing in the water.
A thing in the water?
A thing in the water.
And you talking about fungi?
Yes,
Fungi. Okay, so I've heard absolutely loads about this fungi. I know it does exist, this fungi thing as well. What have you been hearing?
You can swim with it.
You can swim with
There's
it?
possibly, maybe dive with it. Who
Oh
knows?
wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of clears things up a little bit. I've been doing this quest around the town, basically, in the search for fungi, because I've been hearing so much about it. So you haven't seen it yet either?
No.
What would you say to joining forces in the quest for fungi?
It's a good idea.
You'd like it?
Yes.
How are you on boats?
I like boats. Boats are good.
Okay, I might have to work on that a little bit. Maybe I could just watch from the shore.
And that's exactly what I did, and sent Bridie off on the boat instead.
So that is the size of the boat.
And this is our man with the boat, Aidan, who's checking the wind out for us with his trusted companion, Daisy, who decided to do that at this moment. And Bridie looking delighted with her very trendy waterproof wear. And what a better day to do this than an extremely windy and rainy day. This'll be great. Sussing everything out. And off they go, sailing off. Further and further into the distance. So as I stood from the safety of the shore, I noticed something over to my right, something floating in the water. On closer inspection, I remembered some of the things that the locals had told me.
Grey, smooth and rounded.
Distinctive markings.
It seems to match all the descriptions that they're telling me, but really?
It's definitely a tourist attraction, and it's also, I suppose, a one-off.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one now.
You know, it just adds another dimension to what Dingle is.
Well, it's smooth and it's rounded and it's in the water. This is going to be a bit of a letdown if this is... Hang on, there's movement from the boat. What was that? There it is again. Also grey and smooth. It's a dolphin. Right, okay. That does make more sense. Fungi is in fact a dolphin, and we have living proof. Look at him, splashing about. Having a great time. So there you have it, we found Fungi. It's a dolphin.
He like came up like the boats here. Like came out the boat and he just went like twice. He just went.
Cool. Did he look old?
No.
And we've established that he's a dolphin.
Yes, dolphin.
Success. So thanks again to Soap for joining me on the quest to find fungi and solving what might have been one of the wonders of the world. There was also these guys. Not a dolphin though.